These sit-down videos let me talk with you just like a friend. There is so much bullshit on the internet in the fitness space from people trying to sell you stuff. You need to understand that the whole system benefits from you thinking that this is complicated, and it's really not. Today I'm going to touch on the last video about rep ranges, and specifically, Cheryl, you don't seem fatigued at the end of your set. I'm also going to talk about a full body versus a body part split program. We're going to touch on creatine, men following the Lift with CEE workouts, and cardio. So I was really happy to get the question, Cheryl, you don't look fatigued at the end of your set. What gives? We're working to muscle failure, right? You got to remember that I've been lifting weights for over 16 years, so I am really good at knowing what weight to choose when I want to hit either a particular rep range or work within the interval system that we do, like in the combo sets program. The number one way you at home can tell when I am getting fatigued is that my rep speed will start to slow down. The closer I am to muscle failure, the slower that rep will be. This is why I recommend everyone repeat the weekly workout. So when I film a session, I know the dumbbell weights that I select for each exercise, and as well how each of those sets felt. When I repeat the session out in my garage gym, I can then explore using different dumbbell weights. So maybe in the filmed session, I was rowing with a 25-pound weight, but that's starting to feel not too difficult. When you at home are not watching, I can select a 30-pound dumbbell and take that for a test drive. Because you're not watching, I know that I can end my set as soon as my form starts to break down. The small amount of muscle gains that you get from struggling with a partial rep is not worth the risk of injury. Each rep should be with control. Your goal at home is not to work out to what you perceive to be is my level of effort. You want to focus on creating a challenging workout for you. Okay, I've got my notes, we're getting serious now. Full body versus a body part split training program. Which one is better? A lot of people think that body part split is more advanced than full body. And maybe that's because you see more of it online. But what I'm going to suggest is those fitness people that you admire love lifting weights so much that they want to lift more often, and so tend to naturally gravitate towards a body part split. But when exercise volume is equated, one is not any better than another. So what does exercise volume is equated mean? It means that you've got the exact same number of exercises per muscle group per week in both programs. It's just spread out in a different way. So I'm going to use the Lift with CEE full body combo sets workout program as to explain this example. So in my full body program, there's only 2 leg exercises per workout, but we complete each of those for 3 sets, and I recommend that you at home complete a total of 3 workouts. So if you follow what is prescribed, that gives you a total of 18 working sets, 4 legs per week. So let's say you want to only have a single lower body day because you believe that's better. In order for your single lower body day to be just as good as my weekly full body workout program, you would need to complete 18 sets for legs in one single workout. Yeah, that's a lot. So what if you even cut that in half and have 2 lower body days? That's still 9 working sets. I don't know about for you, but when I have a lot of working sets for legs in front of me, my brain wants to pull back on the dumbbell weight that I choose. A, because I want to be able to finish my workout, and B, because I don't want to create so much muscle soreness that I can't walk the next day. Also, if you struggle with consistency, I will definitely recommend that a full body program is the way to go. So if you are completing a body part split and you miss a workout, those muscle groups don't get trained at all that week. Whereas if you're training with a full body program and you miss one of the workouts, every muscle group still received some form of stimulus through your other workouts. I'm not gonna lie, for many years I did lift to a body part split training program, but it's because I love lifting weights and I wanted to do it very often. So I arranged my workouts in that way. But it is no better than a full body training program, and I have incorporated the exact same exercise volume that I used for all of those years with a body part split into my full body workout program, and that's why my results continue to be this good. Remember, the fitness industry benefits from you thinking workout programming has to be complicated, but it's not really. Creatine. I take creatine every day, 5 grams, and I have for years. In my breakfast, I have 2 eggs and other things, but because the 2 eggs is not nearly enough protein, I usually also have a glass of water with a scoop of protein powder, and I will put my creatine into that in the morning, so I'm guaranteed to have it every day. No, I don't recommend brands for you. I'm not here to sell you stuff, but I recommend you just look for plain micronized creatine monohydrate. You don't need anything fancy or any other ingredients. No, creatine does not cause bloating. That is simply a myth. Take a look at my workout videos. I take creatine every day and have for years. Do I look bloated? What creatine does do is it goes into skeletal muscle. When it's there, it helps to create ATP, which is an energy source for you during exercise. It also helps to speed muscle recovery. It pulls water into the muscle as well, and better hydration will lead to an increase in muscle growth. There's also a ton of emerging research with respect to creatine on brain health, both from the perspective of memory as well as mood. There's no need to load with creatine when you start taking it, even if the packaging recommends it. When you double or triple the dose, it could lead to some stomach distress. It'll take you slightly longer to saturate the muscle if you start with just a half or a single dose, but it'll take like 2 weeks. It's better to take longer to saturate the muscle than to stop taking it altogether because you started with too much. Are Lift with CEE workouts for males too? Absolutely. I'm an old school bodybuilder at heart. I have always taken inspiration from the way males have historically lifted weights. When I started when I was 35, there weren't many resources for women, and so I gravitated to that male bodybuilding culture. I've experimented with a ton of workout programs and have taken that to create my own method that suits both my schedule and my physique goals. Men and women are not nearly as different as some people would like for you to believe when it comes to muscle strength and hypertrophy. So I'm going to quote some research here. You can pull up PubMed, and specifically there is a research document. The number is 322-18059, and here is the summary of their findings. We found that males and females adapted to resistance training with similar effect sizes for hypertrophy and lower body strength, but females had a larger effect for relative upper body strength. You know what that means? We're basically the same, except for women can increase upper body strength more easily than a male. There is a biological difference in that women recover more quickly than men. This is why women tend to want less rest between sets. It's because we feel ready to go sooner than a male might. But no one should ever feel rushed during one of my workouts. So please remember that you can always pause and restart a video if you need more time. 30% of the Lift with CEE audience is male, and I believe it's because my workouts resonate with you. They are traditional bodybuilding style of workouts, and it's only that women are finally catching on to both the health benefits of muscle mass and the weight management from the improved metabolic health from having healthy muscle tissue. Cardio. I complete a 30-minute full body workout 3 times a week, and I walk briskly for 30 minutes every day. Briskly means fast and energetically. I was walking so aggressively, I actually gave myself a blister earlier this week. So 30-minute walk times 7 plus 30-minute weight training times 3 equals 300 minutes a week where I'm elevating my heart rate. If you pick a challenging dumbbell weight, resistance training will improve your cardiorespiratory fitness. If you're asking me about cardio for heart health, this is what I do. If you're asking me about cardio for fat loss, well, it's not the best weight management tool. Make sure you subscribe and tap that notification bell so you don't miss a future talk where I talk about food choices for body composition. I'll see you in the workout.